Namaskar, it's a beautiful day to be alive. In this video, I'm sharing my highly requested whole wheat bread recipe. I'm making this whole wheat bread using sourdough starter. To make the starter, first I'm adding equal quantities of wheat flour and water. I mix this well using a fork and keep it in a warm place like on the kitchen counter. Now, it depends on the temperature and weather conditions in your place on how long it takes to be made. Mine happens in 3 to 4 days. To quicken this process, you can add a little bit of yeast and also keep it in your oven with lights on. When the starter has almost doubled in size and there are visible bubbles inside, it is ready to use. To make the bread, first take some of the starter we made in a mixing bowl, add wheat flour to it. To know the exact quantities of each ingredient, click the link in the description box. Add a pinch of salt. I like using rock salt as it has more minerals, but you can use any kind of salt. Add little water and mix gradually using a spatula. Add water again and mix. Don't knead it like roti dough as the bread won't become nice that way. Once you have added all the water and mixed it well, cover it with a damp cloth and keep it for 4 to 5 hours. I usually do this in the late afternoon and keep it until evening. Now we are going to knead it a little to form the gluten. Whole wheat has less gluten, so this process is necessary. Using wet palm, just pull the dough and stretch it. Don't press the dough like you do for rotis. The dough becomes much softer now. Again, cover it with a damp cloth and keep it overnight in room temperature. Next morning, you will see that the dough has risen to almost double its size and there are a lot of bubbles inside it. But it has become very sticky and there is also a lot of moisture in it. We sprinkle some wheat flour on a flat surface. I'm using a big thali. Pour the dough on it, sprinkle some more flour on the dough. Keep pulling all the dough from all the sides to the center. Now this is the most difficult step. You have to be very quick. You can use a dough scraper to make things easier. But I don't have a dough scraper, so I'm using a steel spatula. I'll share all the links to buy all of these tools and products that I'm using in the bottom description bar. Now the dough looks much firmer. I transfer it into a loaf mold. I like adding some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds on the top. Now this is optional, you can add any seeds of your choice. Again, cover it with a damp cloth and keep it for about 5 to 6 hours. This is the final proofing. You can also use the dough proofing option in your microwave if you want it much quicker. Now the dough has risen and filled up the mold. I have preheated my microwave to 200 degrees for 10 minutes. Place the bread mold into the microwave on lower rack and using convection mode, cook it for 36 minutes at 200 degrees. The bread looks and smells delicious. Tap it with your nails. The hollow sound ensures that it is well cooked. Take the loaf out of the mold. Flip it upside down on the upper rack and heat it for a minute using the grill mode. This gives a nice outer crust. Once your bread has cooled down, slice it. It's really soft. Wrap it in a dry cloth to keep it fresher for longer. You can store it in the fridge for 4 to 5 days. Spread some butter and microwave for a minute when you wish to have it. I like having mine with curries too. Even though this recipe takes a very long time, it's totally worth it. And it's so much more healthier than those store-bought breads. It has zero preservatives and it's made from whole wheat. I hope you enjoyed this healthy recipe. If you did, do like on this video, share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. This is going to help me grow and also motivate me to share more such recipe videos. And if you try out this recipe, do tag me on your pics on social media. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.